Supreme Master Ching International Association Relief News Update from Japan. 2.5 weeks after the world's fourth most powerful earthquake ever and massive tsunami hit northeastern Japan, the official toll of dead and confirmed is now over 28,000, but still expected to rise steeply as the country also faces the need to care for an unknown number of orphaned children and animal companions. Meanwhile, local governments have commenced reconstruction efforts in places like Miyagi Prefecture, where more than 80,000 survivors will benefit from the new temporary housing. On Monday, March 28th, Ashinome Kindergarten in the town of Kesennuma held a graduation ceremony for 50 6-year-old boys and girls moving on to the first grade. Despite the entire fishing port being devastated by the quake, tsunami, and ensuing fires, all the children at the school survived except one student who was still missing. Likewise, all students except one still missing also survived at the nearby Minami-Kesennuma Elementary School, with the entire graduating class receiving their diplomas on March 23rd.
Since the initial disasters, Supreme Master Ching has donated $80,000 in aid, sending all her love and sorrowful prayers. She asked that our association members, including doctors and nurses, please go render assistance and bring emergency supplies such as medicine to the most vulnerable disaster-afflicted, adding that headquarters at Shihu would reimburse any extra expenses. Contributions from our association members around the world have brought the total to $110,000. Meanwhile, relief teams from Japan and Formosa or Taiwan have been working in the worst-hit areas, with another team in South Korea that has been preparing relief kits for the victims. In accordance with Supreme Master Ching concerned request for updates, the following is a report by our association's relief team from Gunma Center in Japan.
March 28, 2011, regarding Gunma Relief Team. Most Compassionate Master, we would like to report to you about our relief to Minami-san Rikucho of Miyagi Prefecture. Although we normally have spring sunshine at the end of March, we are instead faced with -2 degrees Celsius temperatures, very heavy snow, and on the way, there was even a blockage from an avalanche and mudslide. We also saw long queues of more than 2 miles to buy gasoline in various parts of Miyagi, so we packed hot packs, filling up the passenger seats as we could, and headed to Minami-san Rikucho.
On the way there, we passed Kesennuma City, where we had conducted relief work 6 days before. We were so happy to find that they had finally gotten electricity. Based on what the Kesennuma victims had told us before, we brought urgent items to Minami-san Rikucho. The area had been hit by a 16-meter-high tsunami wave, and people were still very scared and traumatized. We visited 3 locations where, with tears in their eyes, the victims told us about their unexpected ordeal. They were very happy to receive medicine, warm socks, undergarments, hot packs, and other daily necessities, particularly the elderly. We also brought olive oil, soy sauce, salt, and pepper to bring flavor to the plain rice balls they had been eating, along with nutritious nori seaweed sheets, sesame, and other herb toppings. But their favorite gift was Supreme Master Ching #1 international bestseller book, The Dogs in My Life. Some people said that in the disaster, they had to be separated from their dog companion, so they could feel warm-hearted encouragement when they opened the book.
We again are so grateful to bring Master's love and unconditional support. Without Master's encouragement, we would never have gotten through the unpredictable conditions to reach them. Thank you very, very much. With all our love, Gunma Center, Japan.
Supreme Master Ching sent the following reply. Thank you. Thank you for your love of the people in distress. I'm proud of you and your people's resilience. May God be merciful to Japan. Ching. P.S. Get more books for them if possible.
Our gratefulness to Supreme Master Ching for permitting us to share these details with our global viewers, as well as to our association's foreign group for providing this report.
Meanwhile, tens of thousands who were forced to evacuate from near the quake-stricken Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant are now facing the prospect that they may never return home. Indeed, as the nuclear crisis continues, 10 microsieverts per hour of atmospheric radiation was detected even 40 kilometers northwest of the plant in Itate village, which is well beyond both the evacuation zone and the 30-kilometer distance from the plant where residents have been advised to stay indoors. According to the environmental group Greenpeace, such radiation levels are high enough to require evacuation. The group is joining many other experts who say an extension is needed for the mandatory evacuation zone.
On Monday, China's Ministry of Environmental Protection announced the detection of additional low doses of radioactive iodine-131 from Japan's nuclear plant. Trace amounts of iodine-131, believed to have originated at the plant, were also reported in the air over the southern U.S. states of North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida.
The Scottish Environment Protection Agency, or SEPA, and public health agencies are also increasing their monitoring of air quality after traces of radioactive iodine were also detected over Scotland's largest city of Glasgow.
After water containing extremely high levels of radiation was found to have leaked into trenches outside the No. 2 reactor building, plant operator Tokyo Electric Power Company, or TEPCO, put up sandbags and concrete blocks in efforts to prevent it from overflowing into the sea. With highly irradiated waters that have similarly been found in the turbine buildings of reactors No. 1, 2, and 3, TEPCO requested that France's nuclear group, Areva, send experts to assist in its removal. However, concerns continue to be expressed about the potential spread of radiation into northern seawaters and soil. As Dr. Edwin Lyman, a physicist and expert on nuclear plant design with the U.S.-based Union of Concerned Scientists, warned, it's just hard to see how this won't result in significant contamination of, certainly, seawater. The irradiated water is also hampering efforts to restore the plant's cooling systems and avoid further meltdowns in the reactors that could lead to catastrophic radiation leaks.
We thank all governments, organizations, and personnel working to assist Japan through these critical situations. Our gratefulness also for Supreme Master Ching Hai's heartfelt support, as well as for the sincere efforts of our association's relief team. May the productive lives of the Japanese people be smoothly restored as we pray for the easing of such calamities through humanity's swift adoption of more benevolent lifestyles.
Supreme Master Ching Hai wants to convey this message of gratitude to all governments, organizations, and relief workers from every corner of the world. Thank you all the international and national help that brings care and necessities to afflicted victims. Thank you all the relief workers for taking time and forsaking your own comfort, even traveling great distance on unfavorable roads and conditions to bring love and assistance to people in time of need. May heaven bless you abundantly for your generosity and noble sacrifice.